Hi everyone, and welcome to the Capricorn Weekly Tarot Bite reading for the week of July 24th through the 30th. This is I Am Illuminated tarot reading for Soul Illumination. So hi everyone and welcome. My name is Lauren. I really do hope that you get something meaningful out of this reading for the week. So we're looking at the energy for the week ahead for the sign of Capricorn. This is a short reading, about 10 minutes or so, where we're diving a little deeper into what the two themes that came up in the general collective reading that was posted on Monday means for you specifically, Capricorn. So we have flexible and the high priestess. Now, how these energies really represented themselves in the collective reading was that we're really being asked this week to stay flexible to the things that are starting to shift in our external environment based on the deep intuitive knowing that each one of us has of the change, of the new that is starting to unfold in this next cycle for ourselves. Either the new version of ourselves that is wanting to come out and be seen, or a new dream that we are kind of pulling towards us that is really going to be supportive of ourself in this next cycle. So we're being asked to stay flexible in the understanding and the faith and the belief that all the changes and possibly all the little things that are starting to kind of feel a little chaotic might be because those shifts are heralding in new supportive things that are going to be, again, allowing the new dream to come in, or the new version of ourselves to have a better sense of self-expression. So let's see what wants to come in for you, Capricorn, around being flexible this week. What does Capricorn need to know about being flexible? What does Capricorn need to know about being flexible? Okay. Oh, we have two cards, the Seven of Swords and the Star. Okay. So for some of you, there's a little bit of an avoidance going on with really recognizing. So when I was talking about kind of heralding in a new dream for ourselves, that really, it speaks to the Star card in the tarot. The Star card represents that great grand kind of guiding principle, the dream that we want to bring in, because it really speaks to what we value in our personal experience. And with the Seven of Swords, there's a sense of a little bit of turning your back on that and not wanting to see it, avoiding it. Can be a level of self-sabotage sometimes that comes through with the Seven of Swords, but it can also have us asking ourselves a question: is it worth it for me to go for this star? Or should I kind of turn my back and almost hide from it? So there's a sense of, when we think about being flexible, this week there might be an opportunity that, or something that comes in this week that asks you to really turn and face that star, to face the dream, to face what is that larger vision for yourself that you really want to bring into your life experience, and to ask that hard question: is it worth it for me to go for this? Now, I would always counsel yes, because life can become very difficult when we push down our dreams, when we shy away from the deep kind of heart-based understanding of that yearning from within ourselves of what we would love to experience. But there's also a time and a place for everything. And so sometimes we're not ready to face that star because we haven't closed out yet the pain of a past cycle. And so that might be something that you might be facing this week, Capricorn. It could also be that maybe you are realizing that this is the time now to turn around and look at it and say, I am ready to face this star, and I am ready to ask myself that tough question, and maybe now is the time for me to start to make that move. And that might mean that things have to change in my environment to do so, and I have to be flexible with that understanding. So we're going to see here what's coming in with the High Priestess, and I'll pull some clarifiers just to dive a little deeper into the Star and the Seven of Swords. Okay, so we have the Prince of Wands, which is technically the Knight of Wands, Sagittarian energy coming in here. That is the energy of someone who wants to go out there and do what feels good, someone who wants to embrace adventure again in their life. So there's a sense here of this there's a deep call to adventure I'm feeling, Capricorn. There's a deep sense of, I want to go out there and do what feels good. I want to try new things. And maybe part of that new thing is looking at your star. Or maybe this is where, again, it's this call to the new is what's finally getting you to kind of say, okay, I'm ready for this. I'm ready to embrace this new dream. Okay, so we have the Seven of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Empress. Okay, so Capricorn, Seven of Cups, High Priestess, Empress. There is a sense here very much of, with the Seven of Cups, that can be a card of it can be a card of illusion, where we're like, oh, there's so many options out there. Like, I could do this, I could do that, I could do this. And sometimes you can see, like in this image specifically, looks like the individual is being tortured. Like, there is that feeling of, well, what if I choose unwisely? Like that last scene in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. What if I choose the wrong cup and I shrivel up and die? Not to be so morbid, but with the High Priestess coming in and the Empress coming in, there's a sense here of, there's a deep knowing, I think now, it's almost like you're being able to see through that illusion, to see that it isn't just all these cups out there. It isn't like, well, maybe this will make me feel great, or that'll fulfill me, or this will be the person of my dreams, or the job of my dreams, or the place of my dreams. It's saying, you know what you want to create with the Empress. You know what you want to hold space for. Because what that space, what that is what kind of lights your fire, what makes you feel like, I want to get out there and feel that sense of adventure again. What you're holding space for is the dream, not the illusion that anything could be the dream. There is a dream. There is a guiding principle for yourself. There is something much larger than yourself and just an option that I think many of you are now realizing on a deep intuitive level. You want to feel freedom, and you want to have the freedom to create and hold space for that dream. I do get this feeling, so that Sagittarian energy is strong. You might have a Sagittarian placement, a strong Sagittarius placement in your chart. You might have a Sagittarius in your experience. But there's something here around understanding that you're holding space for that energy. You want to create something for that energy. Whether you're creating a space for yourself where you can truly be free, where you can bring in that sense of adventure for yourself, or whether you're holding space for some aspect of your experience or a person in your life who is a Sagittarius and you're holding space for them. But there is a kind of harsh reality of, you have to face that star because you know you have to do the work to get there. You know you have to do the work to bring it in for yourself. So I'm going to see here. So at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Queen of Pentacles. And yes, this is, here you are, Capricorn. That's you. That's you. So at the bottom of the deck, your energy is coming through saying, nurture it into existence. That is, it's like the beauty of the Queen of Pentacles is that she focuses on growing something, and she has kind of that unwavering faith and patience, and I'm going to make the seed grow into the beautiful tree that I anticipate it will become at some point. So there's this sense of seeing the longer range picture for whatever you're nurturing right now, and really getting into your own energy of, I'm going to commit to this. Okay, so I'm going to pull some clarifiers here for the star. Let's see what this dream is. And I do get the sense, Capricorn, that there's maybe the sense of, you do want to hold space for feeling more free. Maybe you haven't felt free for some time. And this is saying you intuitively know where that part of your life is. You know where you want to feel more free. And it's time to really embrace what needs to be done. With the Seven of Swords, it's time to turn and face what needs to be done to really start to make that happen for yourself. Okay, let's see the star. What is the star? What does the star represent for you, Capricorn? Actually, let's look at the Seven of Swords. Why are you avoiding this? That's more important. The star, we all know what that dream is for ourselves. But what is the Seven of Swords? The Lovers. Okay. Some of you are not wanting to face another individual in your life. With the Lovers coming through, there's a sense here of like, maybe Maybe there's a sense that there's another person in your life that you feel maybe has held you back from being this free version of yourself. And so it's really hard to admit to them, this is my dream. This is what I'm holding space for. And I really need to pursue this because it's going to allow for the sense of freedom of myself in this next cycle. It can be where you could also be turning your back on love. For some of you, this could literally be where there's a sense that the star is this beautiful romantic partnership and you're like, I can't go there. The last time I've been hurt, there's so many, this can also be like where you're like, there could be an individual literally coming into your life who's like the one, and you're like, but there's so many other options out there. I don't know. Maybe like, they could be the one, but nah, I don't even want to go there. And it's like, but this is your dream. Your dream person's coming into your life, and you're literally, and this dream person could be the Sagittarius. And you're like, oh, this person is so exciting and they're so wonderful. And you're like, but what if they're not steady or stable or whatever? And there's something here, there's a deep intuitive knowing of like, but you've been holding space for this. So either A, it's time to turn and face the reality that there is a romantic partner that wants to come in, and maybe it's time to really commit to that. Or this is time to face a romantic partner in your life that maybe you felt has kind of blocked you from really being able to, bring in your star, or hasn't allowed you to feel free in some aspect. And it's time now maybe for you to both get on the same page around what you're holding space for with the Empress, beautiful energy. Or it's time now to just really have that conversation. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Devil. And it's interesting because the Devil and the Lovers are the same card, just different energy. So the Lovers is number 6 and the Devil is number 15, which reduces to the number 6 in numerology. So the Devil represents something that we once loved has turned into the thing that is now holding us back. So this definitely could be where there is a relationship that at one point had started in love, and again, that is now holding you back. Or it can be where there is something around here where not wanting to face getting into a romantic relationship has now become the chain, or you need to face the release of a romantic relationship. So there's something here around romantic relationships that's really coming into play as far as being the block to drawing in your own star, your own dream towards you, and a sense of freedom in your life. All right, I will leave it there, Capricorn. I hope you do have a week where you get a chance to really face this and let it kind of sink in for yourself, and have faith that the more that you lean into this and the more that you really start to embrace your star, it might shock you as to who actually supports this vision for yourself. And you might feel like you're not on the same page with a partner, but you might realize that you actually hold the same dream. Or this can be where you think that, you can't commit to an individual, something along those lines. There may also be, for some of you, and I'm just going to say this may also be looking at where you're in a current relationship right now, and it's not supportive of the dream of being with someone that you've always, you saw yourself with. It's not part of your star. And that relationship has become toxic now with the Devil coming through. And there's a sense of understanding that there are many other options out there. You know this, and you're ready to hold space for that. And you're ready to kind of go back out on the open market, because that could be the Prince of Wands, the Knight of Wands here, which is someone who's ready to kind of go out and date around again. If that's the case, I'm so sorry, but maybe it's also liberating. I know I've been on that side of the coin, and I can tell you that when you free yourself from those kind of relationships, it is incredibly rewarding, and it led to the whole path that led me to this point now. So, but I'm hoping it's more around just opening up to your star and possibly bringing someone else into that experience with you who's going to say, you know what, it's your time, and I'm going to support this vision with you. I will leave it there. I hope you all have a wonderful week ahead. If you'd like to book a personal reading, you can click on the link in the description box below. Otherwise, I will start to post the August tarot scopes for each sign starting at the end of this week and moving into next week. All right, Capricorn, I will see you next week. Bye.